case you don't know. Oh yeah. Whenever we pledge with love and loyalty to his sweet, sweet mamas alone. Now we all for come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make alone. Anytime where you pay, anytime where you go, anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter. Now we for turn up Tanga one, inside Sierra Leone. Let one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this not Komon-Tok. Where to bring information about alone. In case you don't know, this not Komon-Tok. Where to bring information about alone. For education, entertainment, political affairs. Tune in Komon-Tok. For education, entertainment, political affairs. Tune in Komon-Tok.
Yes, Fambule, welcome back to yet another very, very important segment where they come through the Komon-Tok platform. And just like any other day, we know they're done with Komon-Tok them. You know that. Well, today, one of the Komon-Tok we got for can labor on, Maada Bio, it look like say in government, they continue for the on inside deep scandal. Today, one audio first, let's start with the audio first, where Kamarimba Pool, where the drug baron, where we all know, where Umar Sharif, the name would get in the country, and with the request for make Agnes Bio send gear in Peking. We also understand, say, the drug baron, like Dekas, it gets strong leverage. It's a bit like a person gets sort of like incriminating information against Maada Bio, making her talk nothing up till now. And we don't know, perhaps in the next few days or weeks to come, now we will see something on social media or somewhere else where go shake the country, according to waiting somebody they tell you behind the scene. This one, I think, with all indication, not to think we then go just full and just forget about. We go look into that. But another thing, a shocking information where you get for Kanyeri. But again, some people are not go talk, not go say like a surprise. It just for undo for add to the bundle for say one of the biggest mistake where Salon people ever do now for elect Maada Bio. This not a secret. We're not get for sugar quota, we're not get for because Maada Bio says they're on record. It's not going to change this country. Maada Bio don't then on record. It's not going to fit Salon. Maada Bio don't on record. It say well, outside the country don't they so anybody can thief. If you thief, in order for call you as thief man. Why are they even call this? It means everything about leadership, not so. Now you will kind of shock that Ibrahim, and it's not to say come up from any secret source. Now the government says from SEC and SLFA and then put the information there. This is not what happened. One girl man they take more than $740,000. In fact, if you are able to the SEC boss to explain, you see, oh my good God. But we go back in time. We get something that where they join the AKKB, and I think that from that clip they would take for us, where it showed trillions and trillions of dollars of loans who got missing way out of corruption, and that also provoked why the question we know if we get any a trusted Auditor General for at least doing job properly. But maybe another thing while we go hard in this, today, the SLFA Congress, guess what? You know already. Guess what? If you don't know it. First come up at this, the election business. You see, like a norm. The Bar Association, me and you today, we see what they say in real time. Like what they can say in real time. We observe, we see what they manipulate, where they destroy democracy. You know, in real time. Today back, we see another fact. Imagine, well, the same daddy, what they talk about, Daddy Bremer, where they talk about, where the ACC, we fast say, the man they sit down, they collect per diem there, $5,000 all. Can you imagine? They go pan game. Maada Bio in government, and this not always at the text, so they all get in what they say genealogy now. They all get something, not to say they come up from me. I don't read them for you. Government of Salon, each time football, each time we play per game, they spend average of $1 million. That equates to unable the trillion in Boku for. So man, don't take this as a cabal. Even if you go selfie, they get your own cake and they sell for a own cake. And this, like I say, from the ACC now. Now, so many industrial ben. But it's we pen me, we up till now. Each time I remember Maada Bio in statement, they burn me, they pen me. Because more or less, now you don't get this tacit support. So all these guys, they will thief salon money with impunity. We see what Param Tagawali do here in ref. Then loot salon money, he left them go. But the statement of Maada Bio, they say, if Naya appoint you, if you thief, we'll call you thief, man. That was an unfortunate statement. Forever see that. Because by saying that, see the result to the commoner. All right. Now, we also look at, for this low-tech construction, we'll put and caps canoe in a message yesterday, we'll try for car which we will make on we will counter. Of course, on the African news, we go out Central Africa, and of course the world news, nothing no change. There is a sell-off, bearish. The market is bearish. You get bullish, you get bearish. Now you get down, people on the sell because of the tariff war where they go on. Well, as always, how we get now the table. If you just join me, you're more than welcome with a different sound with the YouTube. Perhaps society is for the first time. For join me, super easy. Click the subscribe button, turn the notification bell. Each time we can live, we go send in a lot. And we also go, we also doing our Facebook with the same name as well as Instagram. Well, me the present the program, me now, Mr. Komon-Tok. Today, now the 5th of April, 2025. What they can just now.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok. In case you don't know. Oh, yeah. Love and loyalty to his sweet mamas alone. Now we all come together as one. For tomorrow, now we go make salon. Anytime where you pay, anytime where you go, anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter. Now we.
All right, yeah, straight to the point. We're not getting nothing for rest. And we, as always, not so, we get with gentle reminder who can say not so, sharing is caring. Please consider that. And kudos to you because, I mean, we don't support the country. So we don't support so per se. Now the country we don't support because some of the information on the gets here, on us as a witness, on a living witness, say hardly for them able to get on traditional media. And that make more if I consider say what I will make, what I will do for that continue for keep up this message for cancer. All right, one of the things for Soga for can make clear to you. Anybody you wouldn't call a drug baron we claim to the rank of being the most feared. Now person we smart is super smart because. In the world of mafia, in the world of the drug, in the world of the drug empire, now a dangerous place. Now it more or less it trade your life because if something goes wrong, you pay with your life. For let somebody be, the most feared in that industry, if you don't get that accolade. Now, Bolejos, like Deckers, is super smart. Why make I say super smart? He escaped from Turkey. We are in a bribe significant amount of money to officials, and it's a very corrupt country. Dandy. It can asalo. Where can asalo? The first thing we try for do first establish contact. They are key names say where for now we're not going to call them. Then the amount of people that we connect, the man what he do, he creates what they say ecosystem, a web. It's a bit a spider web. It makes sure say key officials in this bio regime as well as your opposition, include them. This time leverage, now biggest leverage. But perhaps the most super strong leverage now Maada Bio picking where now Agnes Bio where equipe. And rumor don't they circulate. For say it get belly, it born soon. But Maada Bio, according to source, Lideka get picture with her. Lideka also gets a video. Somebody they tell me behind the scene, a senior official say, perhaps that person will release her. All right, now we see first. We hear first from Mohammed Kamarimba. We come back on this one. We don't start to. They do not this one. Let's just tap this one first. Let's listen to what Kamarimba pulled today.
Sierra Leoneans, today na Saturday, April the 5, 2025. Me fumble them today na breaking news that I can't talk about again on this cocaine baron. This we cocaine son-in-law will get from Julius Maada Bio. Me fumble them. I just get a serious information for share with UNAM and also all the institutions in Sierra Leone were responsible for made an act. All of them. If they don't act now, this is not good. This man and wife, Hanan, where they currently they want in Pekin, they request in Bobo, where they can 9-year-old now, Liam. This Bobo where they right now na Freetown where Agnes Bio they can raise. This is not kidnapping. It's not about cocaine again. They don't kidnap this Pekin. From 2022, where this Pekin don't deal with them, this man not able to get in Pekin. He not able to get in Pekin at all in son. So I want to make every Sierra Leonean know and all the institution and the international community where we get na Sierra Leone for no say Julius Maada Bio in and in gal Pekin Agnes Bio, then get Liam where this woman will be the wife of Joss, we want in Pekin. You don't tell now and get this Pekin in a salon with this cocaine baron, they still keep it in there. As they speak, they give all the protection, and this woman, Agnes Bio, they serve as stepmama to this Pekin. The woman no want that. He ready for a fight. He ready for everything where the way they go on. He don't reach out. And I want to make people and know say he wants him Pekin, and he wants him Pekin now. In fact, he really want Sierra Leone. I don't advise and say make it not calm, it not safe. Julius Maada Bio and he cohort them very ruthless. Make them not go harm him, either kill him or something go happen with him. For now, let's work with the media. Let's work with the appropriate authorities. Them I still believe say Sierra Leone, where then with the proud we say Pekin, child trafficking or abduction, now they will take place. I said it go get in Pekin. So I call on Julius Maada Bio for make a handover, find a way for make this Pekin go to Imama. I call on Julius Maada Bio for make this Pekin go to Imama. This man is a criminal, is most wanted in Europe, and it deal with this Pekin where Julius Maada Bio in gal Pekin currently now in the take care of this Pekin. Illegal, wrong, and acceptable. It very, very much unacceptable. So I they call on all the authorities them again and every Sierra Leoneans them for make we all know say Julius Maada Bio and Ingal Pekin then get people Pekin where this woman want in Pekin. And now breaking news, now short messages what they send for make a call on that. I they send pictures them na Facebook and also for go with this audio. Please when I low share low call on the authorities them may they hand over this pikia to Imama. Imama Anan want this pikia. He want in Pekin. He want him badly. He say in all what he want right now, illegally married to this man from 2015. He get all everything and the man not tell him I will go try for go engage Agnes Bio. He not get no idea. He has no idea. He only found all lentin they are through me. He say we people be the call him, now follow na Facebook, we get all this information. So for that, he thank me and also he thanks Sierra Leoneans the way they talk for the good thing, whether they talk for the right thing, and make a talk to every Sierra Leonean, may they help him. All the Sierra Leoneans where we get a Sierra, may they help him make it get in Pekin. So again, Julius Maada Bio, hand over people Pekin to Imama. You Pekin get him. And if you want to make him born in Pekin, we'll not say then say he get belly, make him born in Pekin. But for now, hand over people Pekin when I Liam, where na 9-year-old Pekin where they can 9 year this month in April to in biological mama in mama want him. Thank you, my fellow Sierra Leone. I will give you more update and some more information again about this. May God bless you now. May God heal Sierra Leone. Mina Mohammed Kamaremba Mansari today sat.
All right, so again, this now the current situation this. And the things so confused and mix up and box up to a point that each and every day that they had for drag the country in name Donna the gutter. And this woman is very determined. From what you understand, this woman planned for take action for go instead for begin the grant interview to media outlets them. And the more he continue to do so, now, so this information they come out. Then, in fact, the people or country that we know about like decades for sitting a salon, then we can begin no more attention and not just dispel good name for the country at all. When you ask them by interview, when they ask them by interview, would they talk say police are in the interview and investigate? Would they say no, the police want people there? Would they say yesterday we do cow then journalogy then they one key person back where they confuse people there. Listen back to what this guy talked about like decades, and if you listen to the previous conversation yesterday, it's just funny, and they are causing more problem for themselves. Listen.
I know you're asking for the status. Let us talk about the law first before you come to the. I know it's not your obsession, Andy. That's nothing at the news for you. I hope you understand. That's where you're going to be juicy too. I'm not going to allow you. Let us come back to what Act Number 6 of 1991 Constitution states. Yeah, look, it states that there are clear provisions under which an extradition is going to be accepted and met as it relates to every other country. It is not just automatic. It does not just happen instantly at an instant because there's an extradition request. Therefore, suddenly that extradition is granted this individual. The last in one of the press conferences that the Inspector General came to, it was public knowledge that the security sector did indicate that they were looking for this individual. They said they were looking. They even further went on to say,
if them people are serious, he said the police said they look for this individual. They bring them calm. Why they go after now the likes of Agnes Bio, where this woman in Pekin, Yola, when I see the pictures and I get some people Pekin, even though they say get belly for like, okay, I mean if you get belly in a tuna for born, other person they act for in Pekin. So this, he see how them guy corrupt, he saw them guy deceitful, Not to say they don't know, but anyway, let's just continue.
Anybody will get any information. Your obsession, Andy. That's nothing at the news for instant because there's an extradition request. Therefore, suddenly that extradition is granted this individual. The last in one of the press conferences that the Inspector General came to, it was public knowledge that the security sector did indicate that they were looking for this individual. They said they were looking. They even further went on to say, anybody will get any information, any intelligence, or any thing where they lead to this individual for be brought in, they said they would appreciate that and let the public contact them. I hope you understand. That was known, that was made public at a press conference, in one of our press conferences. And so from that point, I have not heard back from the...
All right, so again, when I just see how did they confuse themselves. Pure play cook. It's a bit pure play cook. Now they can't say they get memorandum of understanding for Try Bangura. Now they say no gets. Now they say the Minister of Justice, they say as far as the police investigation, as far as investigation concern, a police responsibility. Police they can say no. Now the foreign ministry now it gets responsibility. This they can say police they look after they look for like deckers, and like deckers we already know key people there. Can they where them just fire? And the former immigration boss, we see that in one video, if these people are serious, if they're serious, but like I tell you, let's just count this one. The biggest problem right now, the guy gets strong leverage. I will make this known to Salon people. Like that guy gets super strong leverage. Apart from the in Peking, we keep apart from Agnes Bio. Where he keep, where we understand, say, get belly for her. There are pictures there. And like keep people, big people, I'm not going to name the names in there, but then also this guy came at this country, Salon, as an investor, as a Turkish investor. And before that, he meets key people there, where there are photos there. And I go shock for I get for the names and the more names and get for commodities. Yeah. Key people are not being expect all because first some people we will not go blame some people where they put them pictures and they will not go blame them because they no sometimes they don't know. Maybe somebody come as a investor. Everybody, we all know what they happen. Not to do. Governments want investors then for Canada country. So if somebody can pose as an investor and he come into my office, just a normal thing, just a normal thing, you go accept. But the truth of the matter is, this guy very, very powerful. I'll just give you like 1 minute. Lona just say how powerful. We already don't know, just for flash now. Let's see how this guy managed play in tricks before we come on the SLFA issue. Better.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok. In case you don't know. Oh, yeah.
The most wanted criminal in the Netherlands, on the run for years. Not just in the Netherlands, he's one of the most wanted criminals in the world. But then, out of nowhere, new footage has surfaced. Jos Liedekkers, better known as Bole Jos, isn't scrambling to avoid capture. He's attending a public event, seated next to the president's daughter in Sierra Leone. Look at this. A €200,000 bounty.
All right, okay. I think we put the wrong clip. Anyway, not left that side here. Let we burn more time because there is one connection with Andrea as Wade and they try for doing documentary about one of the most feared in the industry, in the trade, in the drug trade. Now, let me see what happened today. This other side of the picture, where they put for you on my screen. If you look on the right side and say a picture is worth 1,000 words. There's a reason why we could put this picture in front of you. There are two sentences there, one on the left, one on the right. Let's take me time. Let's go on the left-hand side. Don't account on the right-hand side. And this is exactly what they happen now with country now, so we don't divide it. The picture they show fold them, chicken them, not to say fold them. Then to line them, then pack them and put them on side. One of the fall, therefore telling company, he said, I am telling you, they are eating us. They are eating us. See on the right-hand side, waiting at the reply of the other fall. He said, you and your conspiracy theories. The other one laugh. I tell you, say waiting, a picture worth 1,000 words. What does this mean? At the pull on your screen, I get a reason we make account Sunday. Keep that one day. You know, say what that's okay do now. Keep that one day with the candy back. I want you can listen. The reason we make you see certain people and then they defend Maada Bio at all costs because there is no control. The state fund, the state's resources, they are free fall. Now for everybody. This is now from the words of the ACC boss. Listen how one man they play with Salon money. Government of Salon they spend per game $1 million. $1 million. We worth trillions. Anyway, listen this. So they come just now. The picture will come make sense to you.
President Julius Maada Bio prioritized football. Sports generally, but particularly football. And every indication shows that he has prioritized it, not just in words, but made sure that they receive resources to do their work. And that is how the Premier League was relaunched. We even now have a female Premier League also. And Sierra Leone has been growing, and the government spends on average $1 million per game. That's huge.
When I average, which means that they spend per average, government they spend more than $1 million per game, average. Logo.
Huge expenditure. So it is this reason why when we started receiving reports again that things are happening in a way that are improper in the SLFA, we became interested over 6 months ago. From the report we now have. Let's start with the most controversial pre-financing and reimbursement scheme. Now, I don't know whether this has been happening in SLFA before, but all indication shows that under the leadership of Thomas Daddy Brahma, this pre-financing and reimbursement scheme was taken to a whole new level. Several funds were made to Thomas Daddy Brahma from 2021 to 2025. It is claimed by the finance officer that these funds are in respect of pre-financing done by the president for various SLFA activities. No proper explanation.
Una can listen how man kapu Salomoni. Listen
or documentation have been submitted by any SLFA official to us. For instance, a refund was made to Thomas Daddy Brahma of $97,804 for payment he claimed he made for under-17 travels. But the supporting documents provided initially as proof or reason for payment by the head of finance did not match the refund paid to Thomas Daddy Brahma. Supporting documents showed a total of $106,805 instead of $97,804, which was claimed. That was refunded to him, giving a variance of $9,000, which clearly shows that the documents cannot be trusted. Several other substantial refunds to Thomas Daddy Brahma do not have any accompanying documents. According to the SLFA manual, section 8, it is clearly states that all payments should be done through bank transfers, but in most cases, reimbursement was done to Thomas Daddy Brahma through the head of finance by cash payments for multiple transactions. This is a direct breach of the SLFA statute. On matching receipts and invoices, the invoices that were submitted for tickets paid in relation to travel for the under-17 team total $9,500 and were issued by Cinderella Limited. But they were not submitted with receipts from the same company. Receipts issued by Dreams Travel and Tours were attached to the Cinderella invoice for payment, clearly showing invoice and receipts for a single transaction by two entities. So you say Cinderella are the ones who issued the ticket, but you give us a receipt from Dreams Travel.
So now they see the confusion here, When they see the discrepancy now, this is how then they do. Then they make some of them it's a known syndicate in the country. You get a government contract, you get a government job. When government disperse money, you get your enterprise, you get your bobo there. You open fake businesses there, fake enterprises there, where the money already pass through them. So technically, what they do here is one receipt, they two different companies then purportedly on doing the same thing, we're not even tallied to actually waiting is supposed to be, because the receipt is supposed to match with the same name and the company will do this thing. But in this case, a completely different. And this is not a typical example no more. These are typical example of what they go on, and not just limited to Bremer. And these are a cut across. Anyway, let's continue.
That is what happened in this circumstance. Management letter issued by the external auditors outlined audit issues raised by the auditors and management responses to those issues. King Walker and Associates have been the external auditors of SLFA for over 5 years. And in one of their management letters dated 6 February 2025, they questioned a refund dated the 4th of April 2022. So this shows that this has been ongoing for a very long time. The sum of $63,100 was made without sufficient documentation out of that payment that was questioned. According to SLFA manual, SLFA finances all its activities, while some matches played are financed by the National Sport Authority and allowances are paid to the delegation by the National Sport Authority. It was noted that on a few occasions, SLFA president will collect allowances for trips from the NFC and collect allowances again for the same trip from the SLFA account.
So you see, this man, when the president, he collect just say for the same trip, he collect Obanda, he collect, my good God, man, they know how they play with this money. And this is something where people they're not take serious. And because I mean, coming from the top now, even though all said I don't left her, but we go for come with the election where it take place. The reason why I make people they bet their life, then they bet their life at this for defend for the government, not to say they want to work for Mama Salon. The Minister of Foreign and the Minister of Youth, we are able to Ulisa, not to so Ulisa, how it defraud people there. More than $300,000 on this government. We're not even call to any book. We're not able to any investigation. Anyway, let's continue.
All reimbursement is done to a single individual, the president of SLFA. No other person gets reimbursement except the president. And based on our analysis, some of Daddy Bremer's accounts are not showing any bank payments to SLFA to substantiate the reasons for the refunds. So at least show us in your account that you moved $97,000 to SLFA, or you withdrew $97,000 from SLFA. His account does not show any such transaction. The only thing that we can see is him saying when money comes that I gave SLFA $97,000, pay me back, and they process it among themselves and pay. In his USD account, we ascertained that his cash inflows were only from SLFA, CAF, and FIFA. His dollar account, his personal dollar accounts, the only monies that go in there are money that come from SLFA, CAF, and FIFA, and no other source. Several letters have been issued by the executive committee to the president to stop all pre-financing and to explain with evidence reasons for the reimbursements received. Even though it is the policy of FIFA to avoid all cash payments, they are always using cash for transactions. Always cash. The president and other SLFA officials are totally ignoring FIFA and SLFA statutes and rules for their operations. So there are finance manuals by FIFA. There is a finance manual for SLFA. They basically don't consider them at all. They just do what they feel like, and most times through cash transactions. According to the delegate list for under-17 male team to Mauritania, Thomas Daddy Bremer was not part of the delegation, but still collected the sum of $5,000.
Now, this man, the Mauritania team, he was not part of the delegation. According to ACC boss, he collected for, Anyway, Lord just finished
as allowance for the trip. There is a finance manual for SLFA. They basically don't consider them at all. They just do what they feel like, and most times through cash transactions. According to the delegate list for under 17 male team to Mauritania, Thomas Daddy Brahma was not part of the delegation, but still collected the sum of $5,000 as allowance for the trip. This was supposed to be an 8-day trip, as the team returned in 8 days. Therefore, even if he was on the trip, he was supposed to secure an allowance of $4,000. But he collected an extra $1,000 for the trip he may not even have been part of. When trips are booked for tournaments, arrangements are made with traveling agencies to change their return tickets for free if the national team or under 17 is eliminated from the competition. But Thomas Daddy Brahma claimed a return of $11,700 as expenses he incurred to change the ticket for the same 8 days trip. We have not been able to get any justification for this.
The trip will not attend, though. The trip will not attend. It collects $5,000, where even if he be attend, now only $4,000. Now, it charged Salon government, then forget 1,000. Why? For even when no go, when no put in force. Salon government, the people, and for pay 1,000 top of $5,000. And apart from that back, it tried for manipulate tickets were not used. Tickets where you not get no business, you not get no business because it might not go. It manipulates up to $11,000. Anyway, not just finish it. I only left 1 minute before continue.
Based on our findings, we are able to ascertain that a letter was sent to the banks demanding change in the mandate of SLFA that was originally stated to be A plus B to sign to any two, to sign any two. To sign the letter was only signed by the president without the executive committee resolution. So basically what this is saying, there was a letter that came to change the signatories to the SLFA account. And this may have happened after Chris Kamara was set aside by the, I'm sure you are already aware of this, that for a very long time, Chris Kamara has not been part of the team at SLFA. He was suspended. We do not.
Okay, anyway, let's just pause this one because a long one. If you want to watch the entire clip, I think at 50 minutes, you go check on our channel here. I'll put an eye. I think it also the Facebook. So this is Sierra Leone. But guess what? As we see, let me just put for you. So let me just put for you this now. What's in now the guy is what they talk about, Daddy Brahma. He said, today on my release from CID on alleged graft by the SEC, I encourage the commissioner to do their utmost best improving their claims. As a president who believes in fostering the development of football, I'm sure that there is nothing to hide in the cupboard. My 4 years have been about making the game beautiful one for all. Let justice be done. Football must develop in Sierra Leone. Now, guess what? See what take place just after the don't release. This now waiting we see today.
This is what is happening. David Zona under serious attack. This is what is happening. David Zona under serious attack.
All right, this now happened today. So it is in a pattern now to a point that we're able to get with these allegations, strong allegation like this. People like that, they're not for even allowed to go near anything they call football until they've done the investigation. But you ask me, these are the people that we get very, very strong connection. Just like Paran Tarawalin case. We know how the case ends, not so. You remember, now it puts, technically, it claim innocence here, not so. But this, not a new pattern, not old pattern. Kane, where them just fire. When this video be come out, that video then show a club, he put a statement denying a businessman even with the houses then where we broke down is there about we buy more than $2 million houses there. I pull a statement say you don't invest $4 million in the economy until that video and like they can come out now. So always then we must get away for defending themselves. Nevertheless, it's like right for denying say not to say be until investigations are conducted. But who are going to do this investigation? Because even the man self when they do this investigation, when they talk now, I say not to somebody we trust. Because we don't see how he played with parental in case. We don't see how he played with the first lady in case. We don't see how he deal with Musa, the 49,000 bags of rice. We see how them play with them cases their own. So we don't trust them. But again, this comes back to the statement where I pull, the statement where Maada Bio make, where up till now, each time I listen with this part they talk, I feel bad for her. I feel bad for Saloon. Now 32 seconds, but it's shocking, it's disappointing, it's unfortunate. Listen.
And would you say the current fight against corruption has minimized corruption in your administration, or do you think you also have thieves in administration?
I wouldn't call anybody I've appointed as thieves, but I would tell you for sure that now, if you have to steal, you must be very cautious. Excuse me, we have all been corrupt in this country. We have to make it.
This is now one of the most unfortunate statements for a leader sit down in a public. They say, if he appoint you, Lisa, the youth envoy wouldn't just fire them, be entered the youth envoy. Allegation there, we say more than 300,000, don't play them clip there, more than $300,000 we collect from people there. They sell space there. Where then youth program they come, then internship program them, then youth exchange programs and they come. Instead of the right for people and get what they do, they open an office, you open a business, it is seller. And because Maada Bio now appointer, no not do nothing. And Maada Bio, you just live up to your word. These are the most scaring parts. The person will be the help with understand some of the entire, Naina be the auditor general. Now take you back some of the boss, some of the reasons we make they no want. I mean, they just left it. Listen, this so they can.
China story we've been following here on Focus, the controversial audit of Sierra Leone's finances. The audit service is releasing its annual report, and it does not make for pretty reading for a government that has boasted that it is serious in the fight against mismanagement and corruption. It comes just after the suspension of the country's respected Auditor General, Lara Taylor Pierce, who authored the report. The government defended her suspension, but it raised the alarm for professionals within the country and further afield. From Freetown, Umaru Fofana has details.
The 562-page document is a damning report by all standards. The auditors have given a qualified opinion, which means an unsatisfactory fiscal management performance last year. The report reads that the fish in the country's waters are being misappropriated. The prison inmates are victims of mismanagement. Hard-working university students are overtaken by those who can afford to bribe lecturers, and the rest of mankind are starved off by people who have their hands on the till. The roots of the alleged malfeasance seem deep and the branches wide. The reports found across virtually all public enterprises and commissions that there were irregularities in taxation, inventory, and unretired expenditure. Some payments could not be accounted for. These alleged irregularities amount to nearly $4 million. Additionally, cash losses also account for more than $11 million, enough to finance the procurement of free healthcare drugs and other essential medical supplies for the entire country, as well as cover half of the budget to feed children in schools next year. Crucially, it takes a deep dive into the office of the president, especially on overseas travels involving the first family. Impressed for various travels, the audit says, was not properly retired. It calls for the monies to be paid back to the state, not least because the retirement receipts were marred by what the report calls discrepancies, inaccuracies, and inconsistencies. So what does the government say in reaction to the overall audit report? Mohammed Rahman Suare is a government spokesman.
We just received the audit report yesterday. We are studying it. And as a government which has a strong foundation of transparency and accountability, we will act on all legitimate recommendations.
What this report shows is clearly it undermines that track record which you are emphasizing on.
This report is very sensational. I have seen amounts allegedly not accounted for, which are now being mistaken for amounts that have been embezzled. At the time the auditors visited, some of the documents held by some vote controllers were not available at the time. Nobody is a criminal yet. The audit is a process. People still have time to establish their reputation, to clear their names, and to establish the facts as they are.
It doesn't put the presidency in a good light in terms of giving account for fiscal goings on there.
The president does not handle resources. So there are people responsible for managing resources in the presidency. As long as there are legitimate allegations ascertained by the audit report, appropriate actions will be taken to ensure restitution, to ensure that these situations are remedied.
Civil society has expressed concern over the report. Ibrahim Tommy heads the Center for Accountability and Rule of Law.
It is certainly shocking. You would have hoped that by now we'll be making significant progress.
All right, it's not left now. I'll just take you back into memory lane. Not so? We see what happened. Now, for make nobody not ever audits again, then fire Lara Taylor Pierce because you get the bold man, you get the guts for go put more on certain people, i.e. the first family. And here is the result. Everywhere now. Because the audit service now obligation and responsibility for check any money where government salon people they pay into, consolidated fund, money they come from the consolidated fund, or any money when a salon, not just in a salon getter, where we fund any activities from public entity, public officials, whatever. For let no more we able to know how they spend this money. That's not the thing, not just in which ones, but the turnout for certain things. But forget about this. The listener where they can listen, the trillions and trillions of dollars we don't lost under Maada Bio. These are just like the rough sketch. Now bring Candice, I said this something will make sense to you. Look at this picture again, read on the left-hand side and look on the right. They call it talk so. There are people that still able to understand the gravity. We tell them, say, them people are they eat una money. Them people are they destroy this country. Them people are they can we go down at the drain? I want you to listen to AKK. From there, I can't tell you the NRA. Now, the NRA, they don't make a budget, they don't make a projection. I'll give you this projection now. The NRA, they plan for raise 18.9 billion at the new for this year at the targets. In 2022, they get 7.1 billion. In 2024, they get 14.56 billion. Then in 2025, they want 18 billion. It's not about, we don't talk about many times, governments, one way for get money, now through tax, we know that. But what of them money are, no, they're going to the right person, no, they're going to the right purpose. This is the problem, this one we get. Now make us say, watch this post, maybe it will make sense to you. Now listen to this one back. Maybe it will shock you even more.
General overview as to waiting on the happened so far with regard to the presidency and the country with regards 2024. Una the main opposition party in the country. Which una make up of the performance of President Julius Maada Bio in government for 2024?
I know what happened. Genuinely, we'll never put this country first. We'll never be honest to ourselves and talk true to ourselves. Overall assessment of President Bio in leadership in the year 2024, I would say completely below the belt. It completely below the expectation of Sierra Leoneans. It does really show say indeed he's not capable for run this country. It does show again say indeed the people of this country, he don't fail them as he don't do in first time. And so therefore, we the APC, we believe say the only thing we can do in this country for make we continue for criticize government constructively, tell them who said they know they do well. Tell them, say, if you do this, it will be in the best interest of this country. And if you do this, it will be in the best interest of the country. We call it constructive criticism. But genuinely speaking, simply put, the assessment of government as far as we the APC concerned, and the majority of Sierra Leoneans are concerned, they are abysmal. Honestly speaking, these are the first tenants alone. We teachers them, the civil servants, they go to a whole holiday without a dime in their coffers. Then they will pay salaries. Do you know how people that suffer this holiday to crown it all? You know how people that starve? You know how people then get difficult for get bread at the table, for get food, just a meal at the table. It's tough. It's an open secret that you don't need anything again. You don't need Honorable Alhaji Abubakar for can tell you exactly whether things are comfortable.
You mentioned earlier.
It is abysmal.
You mentioned earlier, say the performance of President Julius Maada Bio in government for 2024, they right below the belt.
Exactly.
And according to you, the APC see the performance as they don't fail the people.
Yeah, of course.
How not come to that terms or rate in performance that way?
Beautiful. I'll take you to one of the most credible sources we'll get in this country. Let's go to the Auditor General's report 2024. Let's see the just recent Auditor General's report, the assessment. If you see the Auditor General's report recently, this is not the one when they put out. In the recent reports, the country done lost 233.73 billion leons. On account of this total audit they again, not they audit themselves, not them sack, not them put. You understand what that means, eh? When the Lara Taylor Press did it, they say, you know, they work fine. So them pull them and put katana in head. They say, you know, behave professionally. Then call their own person. They lost 233.7 billion leons. In 2022, they lost in this country 317 billion leons. In 2021, they lost 175.5 billion leons. In 2020, they lost 153.9 billion leons. In 2019, they lost 177.5 billion leons. I know say maybe brother me daddy gets very good character when it comes to figures. And I know say they can calculator now. And he go confirm with me say when he puts all this money then together, Salondo lost 1,057 trillion leons. Do you know what that means? This country, SLFA don't reckon. When will they come for can take over this?
Anyway, you see, we're not there, we're not at the governments. Lord just make this disclaimer. And I always repeat this as they continue. Anybody who want for or they wish for Maada Bio fail, and if he's a patriotic person, Andy. If you wish for Maada Bio fail, you know they do good for yourself, you know they do good for Mama Salon. So in my opinion, we need for support and anything will come out now salon good, you know. Let with people and get the basic necessity what they look for, you know, the basic amenities in life. We for support that. But however, the painful thing is that when you get a group of people where now self-serving, don't put that term, self-serving, then like the two audios, the two videos they will get for can do joinology. Lona say they want more money, they can collect more money for make sure say that money are going to them pockets. As they say, the likes of Brahma now with their own investigation. So parental rally. The reason we make a like parental rally because on the clerk of parliament, they make law. You know, we see nakedly, it's painful in any way. So if Maada Bio where they collect the money are all we see select they invest. Mega projects in the take place, bridges in the take place, people in the get electricity, water day, job day, because cost no day. You know, people are happy to some extent, at least it's fine. But all of them billion, trillions, yeah, so when money whatever, nobody has been held accountable. And this statement make all me. This is not one of the most difficult statements where Maada Bio ever make. Where each time a listener at the shake made, I say maybe something a mistake, or maybe it mean.
And would you say the current fight against corruption has minimized corruption in your administration, or do you think you also have thieves in administration?
I wouldn't call anybody I've appointed as thieves.
But I will tell you for sure that now, if you have to steal, you must be very cautious. Excuse me, we have all been corrupt in this country. We have to make it.
These statements more me to point that I'm able to know how to manage her, how to put her. And I born all of them here. People and get the gold bull. People are not afraid safe. People are not afraid for thief. Because as long as you support Maada Bio, you defend her in any way, if you catch you on corruption, you know they call it thief man, no investigation, absolutely. Look that guy where go destroy with name now Guinea, the ambassador. The man get the bold mind back in the team up, the point say, let Julius Maada go be president. Oh my good God. Una. Okay, now we do the genealogy. Can't see how much government wants. What did they do them be entire? From there onwards, then say, with GDP don't double. Now I don't give some figures then, but listen their figures there first from Geneva. Listen from the NRA. They come
to the consolidated fund.
Yes.
The last time Masud Dingy was here, and he told us how well you've been performing, as an agency. But at a time when even our mining companies are not giving much to the country through royalties, if you like, what particular indicators are you looking at? Are you going to improve, contributions to the consolidated? Do we have challenges that perhaps could prevent that? Yeah. It's a new year, actually. I'm sure you have benchmarks that you've already set.
Yeah. So I'm glad that you mentioned the financial secretary was here. Our revenue over the last 2 years, from 2022 to the end of 2024, more than doubled in collection. We're in 2022, I think the actual that we collected was about 7.1 billion. And by the end of 2024, it's about 14.560 billion. So it's more than doubled, over the last 2 years. And in 2025, our target for this year is about 18.9 billion, which is about 31% more than what we did the previous year. So clearly, you see a steady increase, a significant increase, and continues to increase. And that is done. The increases are due to the fact that we are automating our systems. Automation of systems reduces a lot of leakages, and most importantly, it removes that middle person. Because when we are operating in a heavily automated system, a lot happens. So the projection, the significant and steady increase of revenue projection is as a result of the reforms that we are putting in place. And we are of the strong conviction that as these reforms become sustainable, tax collection will be easier and will even bring in more. It is very much clear that even the target that we are setting, we can do more. We can definitely do more. And what we have done at the start of this year in response to the sluggish start of the year is we have identified about 21 revenue measures, both from within and from without. And we have started working to implement them. And we believe that in the short run, we'll be able to make up, because we ended the quarter not to our expectation. March was very impressive, but because January and February started slow, it spilled into the quarter ending slow. But it is our conviction, and we are going to put in extra effort to make sure that we recover not only the first quarter, but then end the first half of the year strong. Because as your viewers are aware, we are in the IMF program. And last year we did extremely well, and we were able to gain approval for that program. But in order for us to stay in the program, revenue is key, expenditures are key as well. So we are working on both sides to just make sure that we make that.
Okay, all right. This one, more hardness potentially get to take place because we don't talk now many times when it comes to IMF conditionalities. Now, it's just a business. IMF now a businessman, they go invest and they trust you with huge amount of interest, or in some cases conditionalities way no they're good for you people there. Baku countries in the world don't prove the IMF program don't prove beyond reasonable doubt. Now Baku countries the world say it's not helpful. We governments heavily rely on the IMF and the World Bank for bail them out in exchange for punish salon people there. Now, let's see what they do. You know, the reason why make call Geneva, now for let you see say, now they don't plan again for can raise tax. The finance minister, this is not the technique we use for listener.
For finance, we na Sheku Fanta Madipangura. For sake of that, we want for welcome on the program. Good morning and welcome to the program. Good morning, Salon.
Yeah, good morning, Fambulden.
And the Ministry of Finance, they in charge of the country in fiscal policy. And 2025, the Salon fiscal policy statements focus on the fiscal consolidation, restore macroeconomic stability, for reduce budget deficit, manage debts, and do other things. Within quarter one of the year 2025, how the budgets or how the economy don't they perform, make we get the minister inside the program. Once again, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you, Musa. Thank you, Fambulden. So I think what's important for tell people and the way we will end 2024 and how the economy perform, that will be the basis for discuss how we begin to see how 2025 don't begin to turn out. In 2024, I foresee the economy, we do relatively okay on the economy in terms of we growth performance. But what's important, I think, first, we for understand say the size of this economy don't change.
Listen, these are the premises of the base. These are the way they say foundation. Where you in the NRA boss come say then give can collect more money. Where they come?
It don't double. We do a rebasing of the GDP. We are the gross domestic product of the country, meaning the aggregation of all the economic activities that way they take place in the country, waiting at the financial value of them, than at the GDP and it don't double. So first we they feel say we are a $4 billion economy. Now we know say we are $8 billion economy.
Magic out of nowhere from 4 billion, it don't go 8 billion. But there is a catch. The catch is now for let them for able to increase more taxes. Because when you create this sense of when you create this imaginary picture, imaginary GDP, people in the field say, okay, yes, there is a way for let them collect this. Then God, they know everything that they do. They are it's well planned, it's well calculated, and you listen out, and I can't touch that side. Though you go just make sense. Wait till the NRA boss talk so just now.
So that's now very good information for the people. And what we call per capita income, meaning the income of one person inside this country, doubled from about 450 something to over 850 something now. So that's very important information as well, per capita income.
So what's in this mean? There not be a collect money at all. And a long interview, I know how long we go through because a lot of people, I mean, we don't count that. This will not do the genealogy. Don't look at, don't just count the signer who say they can't talk now, say them for need for tax people. You see, you don't lay the foundation, now they can't justify the taxation. You don't hear from the NRA boss say, them believe say there are more places for tax. There are more places, you know, we don't always talk and say tax not going to solve the problem of no country in the world we get it right through tax. In fact, see what did happen now in America. Trump, when he puts tariff, this tax way puts on other at $5 trillion American dollar for the 5 trillion in 2 days, $5 trillion, $5 trillion 90 the financial markets 90 wipe so. just for telling you how negative tariff can be, tax can be. Anyway, Lord listener, in justification.
Whether the economy, they do very well. Now, you yourself will attest to me that the currency has been very stable in the last 12 months at the minimum, after the redenomination will take place. So we get stable currency on all three markets. Now, three markets and they would monitor for currency. Waiting the central bank they do, waiting the commercial banks and they do, and waiting the parallel markets they do. So on those three markets, the currency has been stable.
How important the revenue to GDP in economic management?
Well, that's so revenue. So when we change the GDP, when we rebase the GDP, what's happening? It brings there's good and not good news, but also open eyes to other things. When you rebase the GDP, what happens is that with stock of debt level reduce, meaning we get room for borrow, but I could explain that in a more sophisticated way.
We look at debt servicing.
Yes, but I will come to that. But when you look at revenue, the revenue effort, because the denominator when at the GDP don't double, with original efforts become lesser. Okay, that's what happens. So revenue to GDP effort drop, right? It dropped to about 7.9%, right? That is in 2022. As opposed to will be the over around 12-13%, okay, of effort. But the way me look at this, it tells me that you get more room for collect revenue, because the revenue.
Now that side of leakage, all this talk wouldn't be the talk all. Now that side they bring back can't tell the people and then get more room for collect revenue, for collect tax. Now you don't hear from the NRE boss. We keep them video purposely for any time we can handle journalism.
You know, you be supposed for the collect where you know they collect if you do well. The economy bigger than what you think, so you get more enterprises for go tax and bring into the tax net. So that's it. So we revenue effort lower, right? After we don't actually rebase the GDP, we realize say the revenue effort lower, so we need to do more for begin they collect more revenue.
What's in the ideal situation for?
All right. Again, Lord just left that side. We don't see either from the NRA boss, not as though we don't count for the NRA boss, the minister of the finance minister. You don't see how man in the play the game here. But again, somebody go say how government go run if the government not for collect money, they for collect. But look at what they lost. Now make a count for you the opposition where they explain how many trillions and call themselves more than 1,000 trillions. And if you not get way for manage what we get, I like anonymous money we collect. And in fact, them boss for say one of them key source now for good to us. And we all don't play them. I mean, we don't count them. We don't count those conversation many times for say not to that not the answer. IMF, World Bank, not to that the answer, but now one of them key and get more room for good bold and get more tax. Now more problem. Both of these two options are not great. But I know they take advice. Not to say we don't want to give us some options. If actually we want to give us some ways, some more or less, I mean, some solutions, we can able to offer. But I mean, they're not even listening, because at the end of the day, they know it all. But anyway, Lord left this out. They tap this one. There's one good news where Phil say if this, well, I don't know at all. If the testing I mean, engineer, if whether engineer wouldn't at this, I tell you if this thing actually go work, perhaps if he work, it will make a big difference. Not so. Oh, listen this one.
I really come see new construction process where I say I can make level all see, and even what I look the scared. But the technician, instead they give me the confidence, say, that just remain calm, the thing is okay. Not to any other thing, that just show una. This now obdirect this my the bill. Conventionally, now iron rod will be done to use now the floor. Iron rod for this support to the cement, but this man here in the use a unique system. Even though I can see on the internet, but I never see them live. They use them bamboo thick them. what they call Kentik. In Mende, we say Semi. So as you watch around, then Lepa puts the concrete now. And Igbo can explain to you who's processed this. Yes, Mr. Momotoko.
Yes, good afternoon, viewers and fans of Momotoko. People normally call me the toilet doctor. I want to thank all viewers at the world and followers of Julius Maada Bio, our SNE's blog. Today, Momotoko don't decide. I don't plan this for a very long time. Ghana and I don't kind of salon as he say technology need for improve because this is my own house. Let me say the bill. There's a concept of bamboo is 3 times stronger than iron rod. People are going to disagree, some are going to agree. But let me tell you something. Even if bamboo dry, you burn them, and they broke. Therefore, they broke. Now, too flexible. Today, with the construct, with the floor, the 2-story building house. When I miss up the house, that technology I don't bring a salon where it is Nigeria, it is Ghana, it is Asia. We construct the house with bamboo, with the deckham. You don't need to spend a lot on iron rod. This is strong past iron rod. I bet you. We don't heat them. We don't heat them. We don't spray with chemical. We don't do the necessary thing for the bamboo floating. Now everything okay. If you can see, look the pillar. This is a bamboo. This. And the bamboo pillar. This longer for raise up. Can you imagine? See the pillar? So at the call upon all Sierra Leoneans, any other day, when I contact Momotoko, aka the toilet doctor. Momotoko did do construction work for a very long time in Ghana. You know, I'm an expert in quantity surveying in this kind of building. If you want to do your work, call me for that, develop this skill for you, and do I'm fine. Consult me, you don't need to spend a lot. Look at a sloop plan. This is a story building. Down a 2-bedroom self-contained, and up like singles and room and palace self-contained, kitchen, toilet, and veranda, backyard veranda for the room. And look the other one, they can raise up back again. You don't see the other building there, but they can raise that as we don't flow here in the next 2 days, in the next 2 weeks, we will raise this one here back again. So Momotoko don't bring a new development at salon, wherein at the call upon all government sectors and private sectors and individuals for contact Momotoko for do this new technology for them.
So what are the disadvantages? Because anyhow it be most going disadvantage.
Well, what do you mean no bamboo, this bamboo decking? The only disadvantage again, you need to be in a slant land. Then heal away the backfill. Like let me say mostly in Freetown, place where you don't backfill, you want put story building. You know, fine for put and day. You look for a flat land where it has strength. That's what they build and pa. Now that's not the only disadvantage.
So what's not the duration?
Well, the duration me I'll not say this way you do in more than 50 years to 60 years. In more than 50 to 60 years. Hold on to the decking here so before the chemical begin left hand. But anytime bamboo they side concrete, it still become fresh.
Okay. Okay. So look, just pass the camera, let me pull them see where they go on. Viewers when they see now the bamboo keep this and again that by the wire.
This by the wire now do out. This and the wiring. And the electrician that do this work, the black cable and the wiring. Yes, done. So the wiring this. Yeah. Right do. We do some beam inside the do some from beam for strengthening them. Just like I do normal iron concreting and that. We don't burn them, we get 3 processes for treat this bamboo for the work. We burn them, we put aside water, from there we treat out chemical, we spray out chemical for it be strong and durable.
Okay. Okay, viewers, when I don't get this particular
so like I say, I don't know, I'm not so I'm not going to confirm. This is not just for let people know say me as say na Komon-Tok myself this we not care for can promote this guy. We not care for cancel Billy also. Disclaimer. Lord puts disclaimer yeah. Now information they go within our social media. We find it interesting. We say Lord put an eye. Perhaps we'll get engineer there, civil engineers and go there. Then go because me don't watch. I don't see them clips and they actually na now YouTube. I don't see them, but I don't know if people will get the courage for build to story with unconventional. But who knows? Maybe some ideas, if you not test, they're not going to notice so. And again, Lord just tap us. So sometime along the line, if we open the line, we'll get engineer there. We will able to confirm or advise otherwise. All right. We go just flash yourself now the quick one on the African news. Now we go on the African news quick one, and I think we just African news. Now this one Central Nigeria. Now then get the African news today, but they can't just now.
The scores of people are fleeing from Nigeria's North Central Plateau state. This after more than 40 people lost their lives to a suspected communal violence incident in the state. Now, multiple villages came under attack in the violence that was sparked by the land dispute between the Muslim Fulani herders and mostly Christian farmers. The casualties, mostly women and children, mounted quickly from the initial 10 to 48. Now, in the images, dozens of people were seen carrying their belongings, some jumping onto pickup trucks, fleeing their villages in Bokos, Nigeria, after the deadly attack.
We had gunshot everywhere in this community. Then destroy our community, 4 communities, then destroy our houses, collecting all the goods that are inside the commodity that are inside the houses, then destroy it.
As Africa's most populous nation, Nigeria is witnessing a rise in land grabbing, political tensions, and illegal mining that has pushed people into conflict. Now, describing the attack as barbaric, the Plateau chapter of the Gan Allah Cattle Breeders Association of Nigeria said that the herders should be the ones complaining about land grabbing by the farming communities.
African news, and we will just the world news will left on for another day. Of course, new per se, just for art's sake, more than $5 trillion American dollar don't wipe now the financial markets in just 2 days, and people in still a fear. Perhaps even up to Monday, sell-off will go because of the retaliatory tariff. China slam again to America on a 34%, and other countries, the other nations, and so they prepare because Trump actually not see this they happen. Perhaps if he think and say if it be just percent tariff there, people then would just say, "Oh, lost well in America, we're not gonna nothing for do." But it seems as if things seems to be very, very difficult now for the global economy, and many economists suggest a recession is imminent. All right, to tap here, would it take 1 minute break, or we can open the line and we can read on our text messages there? We can.
This now Komon-Tok, in case you don't know. We pledge with love and loyalty to his sweet mama alone. Now we all come together as one for tomorrow. Now we go make salon. Anytime where you day, anytime where you go, anything you they do, it no matter. Oh yeah, it no matter. Now we for turn up Tanga one. Inside Sierra Leone, let one big family, cause no place like home. In case you don't know, this now Komon-Tok, where to bring information about Salon. In case you don't know, this now Komon-Tok, where to bring information about Salon. For education, entertainment, political affairs, tune in Komon-Tok. For education, entertainment, political affairs, tune in Komon-Tok.
right, so yeah, Fumble, we don't come now the other parts of the program where now you turn for talk, and I think we don't begin get the call same. All right, Louis. All right, take the first call then. Yes, call outside the call from.
Yeah, Komon-Tok. Good evening. How you do?
No, not bad. Outside the call from.
I call now community, Komon-Tok community. No, say na dey with you.
Yeah. You get the you get the platform.
And what happen? Maada Bio don't turn to breed. Fire they up, fire they down. He hit all sides. But it be at the pressure no more. But it is the disturb her really. Not funny for her. And this baby, this drugs business here, they get for exposed Maada Bio. At the end of the day, we left for ourselves. For that work and it's not going to be easy for her. Because then go smell up and say, na trafficker. That's on one side. And I tell you, this election will happen between the lawyers, between the sports, and even the journalists that you will come. I foresee them carry such things that will happen. So it happen all angle. Trust me, Mr. Komon-Tok. It will happen even among the journalists that you convention will come. You understand?
Sludge there.
And sludge there. This kind of thing will happen to the lawyers, and it don't happen so today. And I make for understand that Liberty said that even stab somebody, they said they choke somebody they with an FTD.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
I see some the one who in face, but I don't see how them choke, but I see the out there.
Yeah, according to the presenter and Liberty, said they choke somebody, confirm to it, and the police and fire tear gas they back to the heavily.
Wow.
So we foresee them things and they happen because the man where they in charge is not responsible, and the people that they can't lead with are not responsible. And they're not only that, then two people, the Babadi and the Thomas Daddy Brahma, they're all not too confident. Yesterday I tell you this, Fatima in company, Maada Bio in company. Thomas Daddy Brahma, and Maada Bio in camp. Babadi and Fatima in camp, and Kefala then I want.
But why them for feds? Fatima and Maada Bio, they're not the perfect. So why them for get clash?
Now the game they can play this. So if you find out even Ben Kevara would say chief minister, they know one of his statements, they say you never be chief minister, and government make is be chief minister. You don't understand. Now the game this way they can play. Alright? Now the game this you say no say the partner, the mommy don't want to monta, I don't put out that soul like no even talk nothing again. So the mommy they in charge. Now the game that way they can play. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you for your contribution. All right, Lobby, and Gladys, they say no compensation. If anything happens to the building, come up from Gladys. And this one they come up from Bintu K. Say if anybody try this kind of construction for yours, well, you not blame anybody if they want for done. And this one come up from Abdul Tower. He said, thanks for the disclaimer. No structural engineer go affirm say bamboo stick is stronger than iron rod. Yeah, that make them clear. The people are not just look for cheapness, no? You say, well, this one look like say, but interesting, eh? But interesting. I wish it be seen too, but I don't know. We will verify and confirm. And Gifty loan, they say bamboo used in concrete wall construction in India. No, those clips and they, yeah, if you want check on they, then they actually not to and this one is a crazy constructor. And Martin Conte, they say thanks, Mr. Komon-Tok, and may God bless. Continue to bless you and your entire family. Just Lidecker, aka Omar Sharif, cocaine special guest who is heavily protected by the SLPP regime. Life Mines, they say, Sierra Leone not get a sector where they check building construction bar. Yeah, I agree with you because assuming something go wrong, if something go wrong in the country, the government's back. I mean, for be proactive. Then for check, not so. Then for check and see the viability, the strength of this. If actually a new discovery will go benefit for let or not person, building permits. These are one of the things. Then country, I know just grabs we go begin the build. No, you case, case. No, you're not case. No, you're not case. So what's in government to do? Somebody they use unconventional method. It a tech thing where we not ever see they use. And people and they under their back, and I concern. Thank you where you bring and come to it. Governments need really for go check and see if this thing go all water. Sequence is this one near whole world. Well, not. And this one they say so. Chicago they say this guy is digging it his own cemetery graveyard. Wow. Well, this thing don't begin to camp out. It's everywhere. And this one they come from Momo Toko. Thank God now you host. Well, what look like say some skepticism don't they play around now. A lot of people seems not happy with this one. Anyway, Aya Taylor, they say nobody was wishing for them to fail when they came into office. Everyone was very optimistic, but it has been disappearing. And this one they come up from Babatunde Tijan and say, Mr. Komon-Tok, I have received all my items, art, polo, and cup. Thank you. I'm so happy for we receive this thing finally. Super happy. So family, just so you know, we get we polo then, we get t-shirts, we get cups then, and then I'll be actually we create then merchandise there. They're available. Check na the platform, check na the now channel, you will order yourself and it's confirmed now. Is it somebody doesn't buy, don't reach out. And this, I think, I'll say like 6 different people and from different region, which means the challenge will be to get it on resolved. So if you want get your own t-shirt or cap or cup, just for support me, or as a souvenir, because there are a lot of things what we want to do, we're not able to do because money no day. And we not get any base for, say, for example, for adverts. Now, so media outlets, news outlets, and they run through adverts, but we know they get, and it's very difficult for running here. Certain information is expensive, and that makes it we struggle. Pass will go, even though they work well for we, the genealogy, but when I consider for the support we, we don't put a line in that kind of format, you will get souvenir, for Komon-Tok. This one way they boost the platform, and people don't they continue and don't they show concern, and the sales will increase dramatically as we continue to put that online. Yes, so we take this one. Yes, call outside the call from.
Yeah, Mr. Komon-Tok. Good evening. This is Jubilah from New Jersey.
Oh, Jubilah from New Jersey. Jubilah outside the film dinner.
The ambassador of Komon-Tok.
Oh, but you see, when I be the worry no more. I tell you, say, you be the worry. Who said the man? I said the man be travel. If the person travel, let the man rest.
You left one more, Mr. Komon-Tok. You left one more.
Like that car. Like that car.
Hey, is that Komon-Tok? Obama gets one legacy we left and call him Obamacare. Now, 100 years, they don't try for pass that in enable. I ain't the only man who can pass them. I didn't know which one be the rule. That's in the money Donald Trump because you're not a black man. But Obama in legacy, make sure say a 13 and the way he do, we marking the all can protect that legacy. And let's go, Obama. Where is it in Nigeria? So they got gain long life, they gain well body day. If God is me pray yourself now, let me push and say small leg will Libya, lady far from Salon. And let's go on, I need look Maada Bio. they look at it, they can small. Somebody wait for face PRC. People like then they know for push and politics. You know, saying the damage. And now they say now they commit all the crime where they happen, but now shareholder property Maada Bio they do. So then in the suffer and you suffer. Now homesick and I know that. So all the time they go do so, and they make audio, they make this for let people they know say they are alive and get sympathy. No, I put up on this issue. As a president, you forget foresight for seeing your position. They say this is not the kaya. You know, come more people. They block them for able for doing. Now it happen to Democrats, so they fail for, then they drag the football Donald Trump. Say, see where don't can I what they do. If you don't get foresight, say this man, as in a council of power, the beginning of Donald Trump, they for hold and convict and make sure say they not kind of politics. The left and Democrats they play, then get the way that they play English politics. Right? You see the man unconventional. Then they play the politics again at the world. You don't down. When you're not the president, you don't see the opposition where they come inside Africa. Stop them. They're not kind inside again. Because you will harm yourself. And I will be person. And let's go, man. I give you this trouble. But it will end up a massive destruction, a massive demonstration. It happen, man. It's a common. Nobody take a salute. Me, if you don't, me, I see where the old food is according to the far life, the whole land, what is a call? Then the whole land. If the ICC no old Maada Bio, then no pray God salute people the whole land. Because ICC sometimes will keep up. But salute people and they do it in the old that man in the whole land. I'm not saying you're going to take all the security there. And they come on this. You see in the movie, they don't dish now. God bless you all.
All right, thank you, Julius. All right, and this one, they come over. Abdul said, they say Sierra Leone is a deaf and dumb country. And for the camera, they say double dipping, and this started from State House forging hotel receipts. Who is to blame? And Victor Fode, they say this SEC boss just enjoy himself on the media. Everything is reading never came from Sierra Leone government. These are FIFA money, and they have already audited the SLFA. And this one, they say Jamila, for the just so you know, he mentioned the money where salons itself they spend on average per game. This is not to be seen in words then, but per game average na $1 million. I don't know, you know, I don't know if it's then 6 trillion, whatever now. Somebody be try for Apple for calculate and pan Leone. So now Apple alone, you know, the money can boku. So perhaps and then they look at not to the FIFA you side we talk about my salon money. Anyway, would you take another voice? Yes, call outside the call from. Yes, Ahmed from UK, you get a platform. Go ahead.
Yes, thank you very much, Mr. Dawson.
Yeah.
God bless you.
God bless you.
For
Too.
the analysis. What I see, just to see the happen because to analyze. Imagine the next way Shalom did. This man always in the ICC don't read. With all them corruptions they have. Also, they have a national office. They get cash money. Where money from the through finance. You see, these are the things this will do. From the office of the president, just to all the transaction, all of the system where the general redeem. Assuming that pattern, then can do. So the money either they can imagine. I wish I they make money like a football. When the stadium will not play outside. When the outside they come the camp. Now only through because we said for the government's money, because if FIFA they give them or SLFA and the CAF they give them for making international games their way they play. But the bulk of all of the others supposed to come from government. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Where the game itself for supposed to you know, for great revenue for itself, for fun itself. You know, because that's look at the Premier League now. Now it largely each team only come from the division only come to the Premier, the 3 teams they watch them. One day only go. Because the game they make money for itself.
Yeah.
We will not get that. Now the same side will they take government money and then follow the actually they do because from the finance I think they did the past. Not saying I'm with Banco. Imagine somebody they create a private account, a dollar account, as a minister or as a leader of. Imagine this. Well, nobody know the street understand. Look what happened today. Stabbing. The fight when you say to map this. Imagine that kind of that. Talk of 2028. What's going to happen? We don't see similar patterns from the employers. The same pattern, I even vote too. So what's going to happen to people? When you know the people keep themselves among the very self. So if we surround us with the sleep, with the think of 2028, we will not be able to reflect on what's happening now. For say this, if one guy not come on our power, if we not get a stable democracy, where the rule of law they can't take place, we brother, that country it will go back to and continue for service. We will go back to war. Many will not surprise.
All right, thank you.
The things that lead to war.
Thank you very
much. See
much.
all the negative things already happen now. You see, so we get a role for play as women. But we don't be too selfish and greedy because that we now go and did it or we get from the power to be.
Yeah, thank you very much, Ahmed.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, for your contribution. Thanks. This one they come out from Jamila where they say things fall apart in SLPP. The center can no longer hold the people at time in abject poverty. Is alone. Maurice they say salon don't turn back the cake for politician them. All man they caught waiting a want. And Bina they say clan pro commissioner and salon women would they say boy Joyce Lydecker is not only a drug baron, he's a kidnapper, child trafficker, and a bigamist. What a peasy criminal. All right, now I had another voice. Hello, Sadiko. Yes, Abdul from the US. You get the platform.
Yes, Mr. Komon-Tok.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on the TV.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, public figure now we consider themselves a golden fish. That usa you tap and pass, others then they follow. Me no go affirm na say Daddy Brahma thief or not thief. But I always get one question: how he able rise to that level? Because we know we know for football. The thing is about this investigation. People will get interest because they want to know, because that kind of money the way they call so big. And football, now one thing where the courage we use the right now, where the economy is zero. You know, so people then they pay attention to that and then go and know who that they hate them. But look at the person where they carry out the investigation. Now in they make interest not get for day.
Exactly.
This man don't conduct the fraud election. It don't look parents agawali. We're guilty by all standards. If we am, he don't do a lot of other things. Would I go trust this man where the SLFA they around election era? Then you come out with this. Why people have for trust that? I mean, the best thing I can do now forget this, get rid of this anti-corruption boss and replace them so people will get trust in anti-corruption. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's a brilliant contribution. You know, even though we cherish some of those efforts, but you know, make no impact in the minds of Sierra Leonean. It's just another gimmick no more. Somebody put in the comment section, so I not see that comment. He said because I'm not getting caught. I don't know if I will be saying back. And okay, the comments. Anyway. Logo. Somebody puts that the comment section say they're not getting caught. So I make he go arrest them back, something like that. You know, although this is a joke, but now just to show you, say the level of trust, the deficit is huge. It don't reduce. The kind hope, the kind belief, the kind optimism what people and get back then. People and believe say yes. This government see us for can fight corruption. You know, then we see a lot of praise be good to Ben Kaifala. Some of which be Elan, you know, for your efforts, but unfortunately, we just see na joke, na complete joke. But anyway, now we go. They take more text in, and then we say goodbye. And JDC and D. All right. And okay, now we're going to the middle side. I say it's power against power. Let we dey go normal. We go reach the gist now. This one came from Michael Levy, or they say, what's a bombshell? This is out of order, no confidence. And yeah, thank you very much, Kelvin, for joining us. You're well recognized. Yeah, thanks, Kelvin. And Dauda Kamara Kuruma, they say, Mr. Komon-Tok say alone must be clear from drugs. We should get up out there for do that, for be happy for local brothers and sisters and young people. And you know, I see some clips and then they're so heart attention. If you see them, sometimes anyway, I don't know. And Ibrahim, they say, how are you doing, Mr. Komon? God bless you for other every day for yourself. Become is coming. Thank you for joining us. And thank you, Ibrahim. Julius Conte, they say, we will seize the properties and assets of all those involved in the cocaine and drugs trade in Sierra Leone. And this one came from George Orwell, they say, with all these revelations, 2029 will be a do or die game for SLFA. They would not hand over power so easy for fear of their actions. And good evening, I hope you're doing fine. Good, yeah, long time. Yeah, Joseph, thanks for joining us. Yeah, I happy will community members in the follow-up now. You know, if you read between the lines, like I said, you don't need to be that top-notch political analyst for understand. We don't talk about many times. SLPP governments are open book, easy for read. You don't need to be that kind highly sophisticated person for analyze say 2028 now potentially now a bloodbath. Because with all those people that were involved, won't know say then get for bring them come to book, then get for probably institute commission of inquiry for let people know exactly how they spend their money. When I see them going over power. In fact, they are on record already. This is not some magic. They are on record. But even though they be on their own record for saying no going over power, but if you then don't turn things around, perhaps they will capitalize on that. Yeah, therefore don't capitalize on that. Because I mean, why would they change governments? It would change because probably we say the other one or they perform, the other one can. But if we, like I can always say, then roll out mega projects here. But according to many allegations here, the person would then be able to like these like deckers, Bolijos, now in Maada Bio governments, most of them be rely on for fund certain people. These are just an allegation, and we can't rule it out because for the fact that up till now, Maada Bio come and say something, which means what they say, perhaps would deny that. And there's a strong leverage where we know, and one of our 9 Peking, and the other one then I think the videos and the pictures there, where and some conversations they wouldn't get. Some stakeholders also meet this man, where some of them will not go blame them, perhaps they not be no, or something they know, then say go take them court, then kick, whatever the case may be. I know say we country, well, I don't know. We they send her to God. Now God nine get her. Yeah. But even though now God get her, it's high time we try very, very hard for the do something for yourself. That's also But 2020, it's not going to be funny. This is a common sense. Common sense. All right. So, fam, we'll tap the program now, yeah? And we go come back tomorrow with another program. And tomorrow we go. All right. A lot left down of us. We will communicate tonight in due course. We know what we can do, and also we put the. And we just want wish we bought plenty thank you. Let's just use the opportunity. Team. Then team the Wahid Sawahid, we now strong family member now. He win an award. The award we all be I think they call the I don't know how they call the organization self. He win an award, and for the music we be playing now. I just see if we get that music again now. Lord, we see if we will get the music. Lord, remind now for this music he win award for Sawahid. Lord, we just see if we get an yeah we get some. Lord, we just see Sawahid we an award for this music we do for Mama Salon as in contribution. Lord Sharam, let people in there. I think we will left that music there for now. We'll left on for now today.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This now Komon-Tok.
Wise up, come together. We intention for safe the country. Cause this thing with the brain line go down the country. Before they make me like they pull it up, people never angry and hungry, yeah. And just busy for the soul, bad seed for the fighting. Oh no, yeah. It's not a tribal thing, it's not bad politics for divide and win. People they suffer, see they no be seen. Just they pack with money left up on the tribal scene. Wise up, join the I4 sing. Yeah. Tell me if the price the market they go down, will you show you last name? And the same stuff and no more now we all the left for explain. Oh, if we not keep so all we not promise them that the manifest. We no need for the do them see how they manifest. Follow from some truth, see them down space. Or them put you in a tight place. Or you left a far place. Exile from your place. Hey. You get different views in a down space. Or them put you in a tight place. Or you left a far place. Exile from your place, yeah. Even though we dey far away from we are tell we mind them. Even though I holla you know no place like home. No place like home. The only place we don't call we own. We not go leave them alone. I police driver. Wise up, come together to all this many things where the eye don't see. Crimes against humanity. When I don't suffer, people say we don't lose with sanity. When I wanna buy force, nothing I know gets right. Not to water, not to team for it, not to delight. If not the people themselves, when I unite, now they walk and we neck, they wanna jump, now the flight. No one will go fight for we right. Boku tax on the people, more burden. Every day new thing, more problem. Waka fine, all the waka people fine. Corruption, the effect, no can for stay. You see it takes seats, style makers, then they. We not a rich for make una fail. Cause that una they fail, that's so we they pay. We wanna feel the country on bail. A light a line, now we back to hell. Oh. If we not keep to all, we not promise them that manifest. We not no need for the do them see how they manifest. Follow from some truth, we then down space. Or them put you in a tight place. Or you left a far place. Exile from your place. Hey, you get different views in a long space, or them put you in a tight place, or you left in a far place. Exile from you, your own place, yeah. We get far away from home. We are telling my devil, even though I holiday, you know no place like home. No place like home. The only place we go call we own. We not go leave am alone. I'm going to try my thing. Rise up, come together to all this good. Now they pay attention. And myself don't begin make true confession. We are here and find lecture. How now you must control government we get. How they don't look for light there. They don't see. And if light no there, nothing no go work. Well, the science don't come for this business now. Because me no say, now we can't give money safe when they use for fly. We don't get no benefit to this country. Then get a safe and pay that shit now at light will come. This is not a rocket science. The country don't left now. Nobody know for talk. You say oh Abu now for tomorrow. And they can kill them with young people are dying. Civic rights for protest. Safe they don't take now we arm. But you stand for the right thing, then send them police and soldier by you. How now get okay? Because we push people into the wall. If we expect them for bouncing back. The credibility of the elections and the legitimacy of this government, look at Leone now. But all day, they can plan how for rule this country. Tell now, without no benefits for the people. But one thing we always they forget, that the God fact and the will of the Salon people don't know.
We go dance to the beat. That's our well-being, make we rise when we sit. This now we platform, we go speak the truth. For the young and the old, now we voice me the roots. Komon-Tok, you go hear we loud. We no go hide, we gon' make we proud. From Salon to the world, we just stand tall. Come here we are, now we message for all. Komon-Tok, this now we voice. R&B soup, we make the choice. From politics to health, we just stand firm. Migration and vibes, we the confirm. Komon-Tok, now the place to be. We the young and clear for you and me. Komon-Tok, go yeah we there. For the future, we the pave the way. We talk about the health, we need that for survive. Make the system better so we people go thrive. Entertainment this week, the music, the flow. But we still go young, the things we need to know. Political leaders make una hear the cry. We go talk and here, no we no go lie. Now Komon-Tok, we the stand for the truth. Make we rise for the sake of the youth. Oh, Komon-Tok, you go hear we loud. We don't go hide, we go make the proud. From Salon to the world, we just stand tall. Come here, we young, now we message for Komon-Tok, this now we voice. R&B soup, we dey make the choice. From politics to health, we dey stand firm. Migration and vibes, we dey confirm. Komon-Tok, now the place to be. We dey young and clear for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we dey. For the future, we dey pave the way. Oh, now we dey young for better tomorrow. No more tears, no more sorrow. We go shining like the truth must show. Komon-Tok together, we go grow. Feel the rhythm, feel the beat. Komon-Tok, where the minds go meet. Komon-Tok, this now we voice. R&B soup, we dey make the choice. From politics to health, we dey stand firm. Migration and vibes, we dey confirm. Komon-Tok, now the place to be. We dey young and clear for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we dey. For the future, we dey pave the way. Oh, Komon-Tok, oh yeah. We dey talk and we'll make we hear. From Freetown to the world, we go spread the news. Komon-Tok, now the platform we choose. Spread the news. Komon-Tok, now the platform we choose. Oh, Komon-Tok. We the talk and right, we the talk and play from Sierra Leone to everywhere. Oh yeah. Komon-Tok, come make me hear. From the streets of Freetown to the world beyond, we dey yarn about the things we dey hold strong. Political talks, we no go shy. Migration stories should no go die. Entertainment, we go dance to the beat. Health and well-being, make we rise from we sit. It's now we platform, we go speak the truth for the young and the old. Now we voice we do. Komon-Tok, you gon' hear me loud. We no go hide, you gon' make me proud. From Salone to the world, we dey stand tall. Oh yeah, we are. Oh yeah, we message for. Komon-Tok, it's how we voice. Armies who we make the choice. From politics to health, we stand firm. Migration of vibes, we dey come from. Komon-Tok, place to be, we dey yarn care for you and me. Komon-Tok, oh yeah, we did. For the future, we pave the way. We talk about the health, we need them for survive. Make the system better so we people could thrive. Entertainment, they speak the music, the flow. But we still go yarn the things we need to know. Political leaders, make when I hear the cry. We could talk, come here, no we know go lie. Not Komon-Tok, we just stand for the truth. Make we rise for the sake of the youth. Ooh, Komon-Tok, you gon' hear me loud. We no go hide, you gon' make me proud. From Salone to the world, we just stand tall. Come here, we are. Oh yeah, we message for. Komon-Tok, it's how we voice. Armies who make the choice. From politics to health, we stand firm. Migration of vibes, we come from. Komon-Tok.